This is a Seed World Canada podcast. Hi, this is Seed World Canada editor Mark Zinkowitz. You might be familiar with the old Ghostbusters tagline, "Who you gonna call?" Well, for 35 years, people in the agriculture industry have been calling Gordon Butcher. Butcher is, of course, the CEO of AgCall. AgCall is a company that specializes in providing call center and customer engagement services to clients in the agriculture and agribusiness industries. AgCall offers a range of services designed to help organizations in these sectors connect with their customers, gather market intelligence, and provide support. These services may include customer support, market research, sales and lead generation, data management, and outbound and inbound calling. AgCall has since become one of the go-to companies in this space, and it's all because of Gordon Butcher's leadership. Gordon was recently selected as one of Seed World Canada's top CEOs of 2023. Over 3 decades ago, AgCall started over lunch with a colleague, actually. Here's Gordon telling the story in his own words.
So it was only the chemical industry in 1987 and started out in doing immediately some consulting work in that crop protection side of the business, and it grew from there. Then I was sitting down with a close colleague of mine and over lunch, and we got chatting about the need for temporary help in the professional sort of agrologist side of things. And it was sort of an aha moment when this fellow brought this idea up, and I thought, geez. And so we discussed it a little bit further, and I tried to delve into it, wrote some notes on the back of a napkin of all things. And I went home, and that next day I put the whole thing together. Came up within a week. I had the name.
Now, of course, AgCall has expanded greatly over the past 3+ decades, but its original mission started with helping clients connect with farmers.
It all started out with just, direct contact with growers to influence them. But then, the whole idea of putting out field trials in the crop protection and the seed industry certainly started being something that was of high interest to our clients, and something that's never easy to do, actual large-scale field trials with farmers. But it has such a big impact at the farm level if you can accomplish those sorts of things.
As a top CEO, Gordon Butcher did what all good CEOs do. He had a vision for where he wanted to take AgCall. And where did he want to take it? Well, countrywide.
Initially, we were pretty focused in the West because that's where the majority, of course, the agriculture industry is centered, and where, of course, a lot of my background was. But, it didn't take long before we were dragged into the East by our clients, that sort of thing as well. And so that's when we started developing a more comprehensive package to take to our clients, whether it was, if we're making a sales call, our whole program at that point was we make the sales, the farmer's interested, but then we turn it over to the retailer and to our clients to, close the sale.
Now, providing the services that AgCall provides can be complicated for any CEO to try and navigate through. Of course, one thing that he excels at as a top CEO is building a network and designing a strategy forward to help ensure the success of his company.
So that's when we started, actually quite far back with, we started sending out faxes as reminders of our visit, and that they were should go to the retail and order the product, right? Because we didn't take orders, we influenced, but the retail had to close the sale, of course. And of course, the company sales reps had to as well be part of that.
In 1997, AgCall proved itself a true first mover when it ventured into the digital space, particularly assessing crop growth staging to assist with herbicide crop stage timing. This showcased AgCall's ability to adapt to emerging trends and technologies. Of course, all good leaders learn from their mistakes and develop healthy business philosophies over time. Gordon's learned a few of his own over the last 35 years running AgCall.
Right people, right place at the right time, right? So, we have a very, strong ongoing recruiting process, right? Where we're looking for those knowledgeable people that are available to do part-time work in certain regions, right? And that has become more and more difficult over the last number of years as the industries, consolidates and there's less, people producing more food, let's put it that way.
Success lies in adapting to a changing business landscape, he says.
The consolidation of farms, there's less farm kids. There's so we use a lot of retired professional salespeople, professional technical people that are interested in taking on a project or two, keeping their hand in things. Just they like being out talking to farmers, right?
But Gordon is adept at customizing and adapting. His leadership at AgCall is marked by a commitment to the company's adaptability and customization. He really instills a culture of tailoring solutions to meet the unique needs of each client.
It's always a case of trying to be up to date on what's new, what's coming, where are, we have some key clients, where are they going, what are they, what are their challenges, always, and trying to adapt to that and be flexible to what their needs are.
Gordon says part of that is learning about new innovations in the seed and crop protection industries.
Anytime you introduce a new seed, then it's going to be, sold around the world, and possibly whether it goes into the food market or any other market, it's requires all these approvals. But it's critical that that seed or that grain, eventually grain, doesn't get into the wrong hands and it's not approved in China or in wherever in Europe, and because otherwise it can just be hugely costly and in some cases unrecoverable from. And we've seen that happen in the past, where these seeds are not really controlled in the country that they are approved for, but so that they don't get outside, right? And so there's a lot to be done with retailers, with farmers, in the case of cotton, with the gin processors.
He says this is an area where AgCall's digital services are playing a huge role.
We've got a lot of capability as far as tracking that sort of information for clients and making sure that, everything, all the data is collected and that there's nothing that's, we didn't get that information, right? So we've got the people in the field, but we've also got the data people behind the scenes that are making sure that all the forms are filled out. Well, I'm pretty proud of what we've done in some of those areas. And then we've built some nice platforms for the midge tolerant wheat area for the industry that I think have been invaluable as far as tracking and allowing them very efficiently to keep on top of that so that, again, the farmer's not getting offside.
As he looks to the future, he sees new opportunities for the seed industry, including new crops like lupin. AgCall currently has a client in the lupin space, and Gordon says he's enjoying paving a path for the future of this new crop. Lupin is a pulse crop similar to faba bean.
And we've made a lot of progress, and I think we maybe will get this crop over the line here. It's sort of been exciting and a huge learning curve as far as understanding the seed industry better than I did before.
For more great podcasts, visit germination.ca. Thanks for listening.